What's up, you guys? Welcome to the April 19th edition of NBA 3-Ball presented by Establish the Run. I'm your host, Mike Gallagher, getting ready to preview some of the injuries for Monday. There's a lot. And talk a little Sunday action, talk some fantasy ads in 10 minutes. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe, please. Going to start off with the Pistons and a very big injury report with no Jeremy Grant, no Corey Joseph for bronchitis, so maybe he misses more time. No Mason Plumlee, no Dennis Smith Jr., no Wayne Ellington, no Sekou Doumbouya. Oof. So we know we'll see a decent amount of Killian Hayes. Had a really good game over the weekend. Would expect him to get increased minutes. Dwayne Casey really likes him. Is going to play him a bunch. And obviously the headline here is Isaiah Stewart. I mean, just two huge games from him. I mean, there's no reason to think he doesn't just totally smash against the Cavs. Jared Allen's good, but they've given up some big lines to centers, so expect a huge night from him. Hamidou Diallo should see some time. Josh Jackson, who's received a lot of pub from Dwayne Casey. Also, he really tucked up Frank Jackson since one of their best offensive players. He's a two-way guy. So Frank Jackson's certainly looking at more minutes here, too. And the same Lee should back up Killian, but certainly Killian is the guy here. And we'll see a lot of multiple guard lineups. Saddiq Bey is going to have a ton of shots and a good matchup here, too. Moving to the Grizzlies, a ton of guys on the injury report. We've got Dylan Brooks questionable with a thigh injury. Brandon Clark questionable with a hip injury. We've got Jonas Valanciunas is out with a concussion. Justice Winslow questionable with a thigh. D'Anthony Melton questionable with that leg thing. But the headline here, Jaren Jackson Jr. doubtful. Hello. So, chance he comes out there today. Maybe this is related to if Valanciunas being out and who else can go in behind him. But yeah, we know, talked about this for a while. When he comes back, it's going to be an ugly ramp up. So hopefully he can kind of get up there, 22, 23 out of the gate, maybe work his way up to 28, 29 by the end of the season. We know he's not going to play him back-to-back, so that's rough. But yeah, I can't wait to see this guy. I really think he's going to be, pretty good. He was awesome before he got hurt. Sucks to get two kind of big injuries almost back-to-back for him. He was playing great last year, so big things for him. Obviously, with no Valanciunas. Xavier Tillman, who played pretty well in the last game, he'd be looking at a really nice role with Killian Tilly behind him. But yeah, we'll see what's up with all the other injuries. Grayson Allen also got talked up pretty hardcore from Taylor Jenkins for not just shooting, but saying he kind of got into the paint more and defended well. So Grayson Allen would be looking at a lot of playing time if Brooks and these other guys can't play. Can't get to all the injuries. I'll talk about them on the solo pod, but let's get to Sunday's basketball action. Starting with the Hawks, got John Collins out there for 21 minutes. Didn't play great. Bogdan goes off again. What else is new? He's going off every night. Capella and Trey were just the keys here. Big game from Capella, 25 and 24. Just too much to add. I mean, Miles Turner's great, but they're really vulnerable inside. They ask teams to beat them inside. So you see Trey dropping 34 with only three threes. He's kind of rolling again. But really, Bogdan has just been league-winning kind of a player lately. Pacers got Miles Turner back. 34 minutes. Looked pretty good overall besides the Capella stuff I mentioned. Headline here would be Karis LeVert only getting 24 minutes. And after the game, Nate Bjorkman said that basically TJ McConnell was just playing too well. So, yeah, expect Karis LeVert. And even Bjorkman said that he's going to play a ton today. So, in a back-to-back, so that's good to see. Yeah, so, LeVert definitely expect kind of a bounce-back performance. Great game from Malcolm Brogdon, who's playing well. Really hope he plays in the back-to-back set. Sabonis also kind of just showing. Great win for the Knicks. Dropped 122 on the Pelicans. Julius Randle's just on another level right now. Yeah, most improved probably, right? 33 points and 5 steals, 10 dimes again. Just been awesome in the assist category this year. We did not have Alec Burks. That opened up some playing time for Manuel quickly. Didn't really do much with it. Also, Derrick Rose up to 35 minutes. That is wild. No one's hurt his hand. Did come back. He's fine. Another good game for Zion. Certainly, Alonzo Ball hasn't really affected him much as far as role goes. Lonzo also got a little bit more run per minute on those stints. Bledsoe had a pretty good game, and Van Gundy kind of talked about how he wants him to be aggressive and stuff like that, so that's cool. I don't really feel like Bledsoe's that great of a play these days. Najee Marshall, after a really big game, kind of took a step back today. Him and James Johnson look like they're going to anchor this second unit. Obviously, Kyra Lewis is in big trouble here from a fantasy perspective with most of the guards healthy. Bam, buzzer, beater, beats, Brooklyn. Booyah! Great game from Bam. Obviously, the shot and a little chicken wing to get off Jeff Green to hit it. I mean, Bam's awesome. Last week, Eric Spoelstra said multiple times they got to get the ball to Bam, and he took over. No Jimmy. Jimmy actually said in the last game that Bam needs to start playing bully ball. So it's very clear they want Bam to be more involved in the offense. Again, Jimmy Butler didn't play here, so we got a little bit more. Iguodala actually played pretty well early. Ariza was also really good early, but I expect Jimmy to play today, and then I would expect Iguodala to sit, and also Dragic may sit also. The Nets got an injury here. Kevin Durant hurt his knee. Looks like it's a contusion. They're going to see how he feels tomorrow for evaluation, stuff like that. Not great, given how long it took him to get over that hamstring thing. Probably looking at multiple games on the sidelines here. Also, James Harden, quote, inching closer to a return, according to Steve Nash, so that could help. Kyrie got locked down by Bam and others, had a tough game today. Landry Shamet was awesome. He's been playing really well, 30 points today. Ever since his ankle sprain, he's come back just flourishing right now. Hornets get the win against the Blazers. Awesome game from P.J. Washington in his return. 4 blocks, 23 points, steal, 5 threes. Basically started because Vernon Carey picked up 2 fouls in the first 20 seconds to get PJ in there. Yeah, 34 minutes out of the gate. He's got 4 games this week. You got to feel really good about his outlook the rest of the way. Terry Rozier, again, just has been marvelous. 34 from him. Yeah, I mean, catch and shoot stud right now. Bridges also had another big dunk. Eric Collins with a great call on that as well. We got Cody Martin getting a little bit more for defense today. And Jaden McDaniels still kind of just chugging along. Not much to say on the Blazers. Carmelo hit some big shots late to keep this kind of close. We had a little bit of Rondae Hollis-Jefferson in the first unit. Still no Dame. They really missed Dame today. CJ McCollum certainly putting a lot on his plate. That'll continue. Dame's got a hammy thing, got a back-to-back coming up. So he's probably going to miss one more, I would guess. I hope not. I have him in an important league. So hopefully Dame. Very uncharacteristic of Dame, right? Like Mr. Second Half. Now struggling to stay healthy. I mentioned last week he's been playing through a lot of stuff. So hopefully this time off gets him back on track. Rockets get the win. KPJ fouls out. Still has a pretty good game. 22 and 7 dimes from him. We actually got some Kelly Olynyk point guard minutes and Jayshawn Tate point guard minutes after the game. Steven Silas talked about it, and like he said, he was pretty proud of how everything worked out here. He liked Kevin Porter Jr. both on and off the ball. Obviously, Wall didn't play. Should be back for the next one, though. Lots of injuries for the Magic. No Michael Carter-Williams. Still going to miss probably at least one more game. We also had Terrence Ross out for back spasms. We'll see if Orlando is tanking here. Maybe they sit him out for a little bit longer. Dwayne Bacon picked up most of the playing time with 33 minutes. Cole Anthony, 34 minutes, career high. And assists, certainly going to benefit while MTW is out because the backups behind him aren't very good. RJ Hampton is fun, but he's not quite there yet. Wendell Carter Jr. firmly ahead of Mo Bamba. That injury from Bamba's hip is going to probably keep him capped. So we'll see Wendell Carter Jr. get up there. And Chumo Kiki continues to get all day post touches. 4 steals was really nice to see too. Raptors get the win. Chris Boucher, Swatter Boy, 31 points. Has totally stuffed the stat sheet. Steal block, 6 threes, got real hot late. Steal it at the end of the game, even for a nice little cherry on top. Malachi Flynn, really comfortable in the second half. Gary Trent Jr. was uber aggressive. A lot of downhill scoring from him, not just catch and shoot stuff, which we saw a lot in Portland. So he's going to be a big, big part of this offense going forward. Fred VanVleet may not even be back. Same with Kyle Lowry. Talked before the game about their injuries. They were fined $25,000. So yeah, I don't really think these guys may make it back. So like, the guards are probably droppable if you have to do it. Hopefully you don't, but, I mean, this is not great. Dort, 29 points, had 21 in the first. Just total annihilation. 7 of 7 to start. Kind of went away after that, but we know Dort is going to carry the load. He is the point guard, basically. Poku, 6 blocks, most by any rookie this year. 5 dimes, 7 boards. I mean, 4 by 5 in it. Love to see it. Maybe we see if he's on the injury report for the back-to-back. Certainly expect Dort to be on there. Bad game from Moses Brown. He has these duds, man. Nothing you can really do about it. Just let him bounce back. Hopefully he has a good game today. And Baisley was aggressive, struggled with the shot, but good to see. Kings get the win. Great game from De'Aaron Fox. They couldn't stop this, man. Harrison Barnes, strong game. Closed at the 5. Hassan Whiteside had a really good start to this game. Didn't do anything in the second half with the way they went kind of smaller here. Terrence Davis was actually really good and benefited from these small ball lineups here, too. Mavs drop one. They're not playing great right now. Obviously, Luka just smashed. 37, is that including me? Had 3 blocks also. I mean, Luka's Luka. I don't even talk about Luka that much. He's just so good statistically. But, yeah, nothing else really to say. J-Rich been really disappointing the last few games. Clippers predictably smashed on the Wolves. Not much to say. Cat did tweak his ankle, stayed in the game, but keep an eye on that, certainly. That's why I've got Nas Reed on here pretty low on this ads page. I got Poku at the top. Yeah, I mean, he's got to be added right now. Maybe he doesn't play back-to-back, but he's just too good. Awesome rim protection. Trevor Ariza has a back-to-back today. I think he's really locked down his minutes right now. Dwayne Bacon over Landry Shamet for me because I think Harden or KD may not be out for much longer. Terrence Davis, too. Should have mentioned that Buddy Hield kind of got put in the doghouse here. Not too into Terrence Davis and what he did today. Mentioned Naz Reid a minute ago. Yuta Watanabe, I think he may be the guy. Paul Watson hurt, so Yuta would have a pretty nice floor. And our Mighty Bucks, great game. Saw late minutes with KPJ foul trouble. That's it. Catch you for the solo pod later today.